Okay, I'm going to ask of you guys, this is without notice, to name, and up to you how much shame you want to place on the company that I'll ask you to name.
Yeah.
You can also name and praise.
Oh.
It could be a name, praise, and shame, because that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
We all know we live in a world of too much unrequested email. Right,
Yes.
too much spam.
Yep.
I mean, I wake
Unsolicited
up
email.
unsolicited email. You sign up to buy something. We all know it. You know, we're all just, and then they're selling it in the back end, and before long, like, I just feel like I wake up every morning, and I go through patches where for like a full month, I go every morning. I'll try and delete. I'll try and unsubscribe. I'll go deep. I'll try and rip these weeds out by the root.
Yep.
And you just can't get ahead of.
No.
It feels like it actually reminds me. I haven't watched this. I think you have, Jack. You're a fan of the Walking Dead, aren't you?
Yes, I've seen a few seasons.
I just feel like it's a zombie movie. Every morning you wake up and the garden's like full of zombies and you go, right, today, heads are coming off, 50 cals through the blood brain, just stabbing them with pitchforks, decapitate everyone. We've done it. Big day, everybody. Go to sleep. You wake up in the morning, there's 100 more zombies in the front yard. It's just a relentless onslaught. And then there are some companies that stick in your inbox, right? And this is the thing I want you guys to give me on, because unsubscribing doesn't seem to work for these companies.
No.
Somehow they like weasel their way through.
Yep.
For me, it's a company called Catnets.
Okay.
Now, I salute you, Catnets, and I'll happily, as a customer, give you a plug. If you have a space in your house or garden that needs a net that a cat cannot get through, go to Catnets. Yeah. They do what they say they'll do.
Yep.
They sell nets that are cat-proof. I bought too much. I bought quite a lot long. I just needed a small amount of cat netting. I think I bought 5 meters, and the rest is sitting in the garage. That is annoying, but who knows when I might need to net another gap. Thank you, Catnets. I appreciate the work you've done for small gauge whole nets. It's up, it's zip tied on, cat can't get out.
But forget about the emails.
Catnets, you must understand. For your customers, it's a one-time thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a recurring use. You're not shaving cream. You're not face wash. You're not toothpaste. I don't need a new cat net every week. If I did, what sort of company would you be running? You'd be selling terrible nets. I would be down. My cats would be escaping all the time. It's a one-off thing, okay? It's like we had an affair.
Yep.
It happened.
And you won't let it go.
We were in Ibiza or whatever. You can't text me then the next week and go, my grandma's 90th this week. Would you like to come with me? It'd be nice for you to meet the family. No. We had a crazy thing. That was it. I'm not supporting affairs. I mean, more like a one-night stand if you're a single person. I'm not saying it's totally legit to just have affairs.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is it was a one-time thing, right? So Catnets, I feel like I've unsubscribed and
they keep getting
the Catnets, they're just at me.
And you can't get outside. You can't
I'm in their
escape their net. Yes.
Yeah.
Mine is a app called SketchUp.
Right.
I bought it once because I was trying to get the dimensions for a carport.
Yep.
And I thought
it's like 3D modeling software, isn't it?
Oh, do you know that?
Yeah, I tried to use it when we were doing our house, but it was too difficult to use.
Yeah, exactly. So you like...
you take photos and it tells you...
No, you
gotta
basically
make it from
draw
scratch.
it yourself.
Oh, wow.
And you put your wall, like basically I said, oh yeah, wall would look good there, another wall there, and maybe I could put some drawers there. And I was like, yeah, that looks exactly what I want. And I sent it off to the builder, right? I did that 5 years ago.
SketchUp still out, yeah.
Hopefully they know I haven't opened the app ever
That's
again.
You'd love to tell them. You'd be like, I'll give you permission for my data.
Yeah.
Look how much I use it. Okay? Look how much.
Go on, have a squeeze. You'll be shocked.
No, you happy with that? I'm not a happy customer.
No.
It didn't work for me. It's not for everyone. Nothing's for everyone.
Yeah.
I'm sure you got a lot of customers. It's for them.
I loved it on the day.
Wonderful
but I did
for
it,
one-time thing.
Yes.
It's not what I think about every day.
No, so please stop telling me that I can join an interactive conference about the new features of SketchUp.
I'm loving this.
Because I'm not going to.
I'm loving it. Jack, who's your verbal unsubscribe to?
All right, Hamish, you're actually responsible for the one that comes in my inbox still 6 years later. You very kindly gifted me my wedding suit when I got married from a place called P. Johnson. Now, the suit was great.
Patch, yeah, they make great suits.
Yeah.
Their unsubscribe button do not work because still 6 years later they say, hey, are you thinking of buying a new suit? Here are the new suits we've got.
You know, you're married now. Maybe you got a new job, you know. How's everything working out in that marriage? You're looking after your partner.
Yeah, they've got the wrong person.
Yeah,
Jack is never. And can I just say, I mean, without disclosing the price, Jack's not buying these. He's not going back there. They're good suits.
Hey, I wanted to do this quickly just off the top because it was so much fun the other day, but verbal unsubscribes when emails are coming in. In fact, we should open it up to anyone
Let us know.
who wants to send it. We'll make a specific, we don't do it regularly, but should we do a little specific tab?
Yeah, we can do a tab at the website.
Yeah, verbal unsubscribes.
If you are getting too many unsolicited, too much spam from people, and what I was going to say there, the reason I paused was I was like, I think the last time we talked about it was like, these are some of the ones you can't figure out how to unsubscribe to. But you know what? It's not even that. It's like, I know for some of these, I could probably unsubscribe if I would jump through all the hoops. It's more, I would like to raise the point that you should never have started pestering me in the first place.
Yes.
And I think that's the spirit of verbal unsubscribe.
This isn't spam. It's actually, these ones we signed up to.
Yeah. Don't get us wrong. This isn't us saying, oh, these companies are breaking the spam laws.
No.
They're probably doing it legally. What we're asking for is a modicum of common sense with how much you think I should be hearing from you based on what you sell and my interaction with you.
Yeah.
Because some of them, i.e. cat nets from last time, it's almost daily.
Do you want to kick it off?
Who have I got? I'll tell you who's been hitting me up lately. The Indoor Plant Company. Now, I'll admit, I perused for an indoor plant.
Yes.
I had a squiz at an indoor plant, was thinking of buying one for my wife because I'm a romantic.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to put it on her desk. I'm pretty sure it's the Indoor Plant Company. I'll say this up top. They're good. They seem to be good. They seem to be a good company. Here's how they get you. They go, hey, we're taking the stress out of indoor plants. And when they say that, you go, yeah, I guess there is a bit of stress in the indoor plant. I want a good one. I want one that's not going to stain. I want one that's I'm not going to have to water a lot. I want one that looks luscious but requires zero maintenance, basically.
And it's going to survive indoors.
And they go, you know, you don't know about plants. We do. We know the Latin names. Yeah. Just take the quiz and tell us what you want, how big your space is, and we'll tell you the perfect plant.
Right.
And I go, you got me.
Married at First Sight, 4 plants.
Yes.
They've got a team
it's
of
the bold social experiment. Hamish and a fig leaf fern. So you fill out the questionnaire and you're thinking, this is great. What a great use of AI to just tell you the right plant for you. Because secretly in my head, I was going to go, I'm going to get the name of this plant and then I'll just, I don't know, maybe I'll buy it somewhere else.
Yes.
Then they go, great, we've got your results. Just give us your email. And I fell for it.
Yes.
And I gave them the email. They send you the thing and they go, here's your perfect plant. Yeah. By that stage, I've lost interest in buying an indoor plant. I'm not interested anymore. I haven't bought. I'm not interested. I've lost. I was bored all the time now, every day. Hey, we've got specials on. Yeah. We've got, where are you? Are you still thinking of that plant? It's like,
no.
If I didn't come back, it's not for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't for me.
I didn't need a prompt reminder. I haven't been walking around for days going, what was it that I had to get back to?
It's one of those ones where you go, can we have it passed into law that people know how to use their phones, they know how to use their computers. If they want something, they will come back. You don't have to keep asking them if they still want it, because if they haven't got it, they know how to get you. Like, I will come back. I know how to search for indoor plants. I don't need it.
That's perfectly put, because this applies to this company.
Who's that, yeah?
13 Cabs.
Okay. Yeah, that's not.
I don't need a reminder that cabs exist.
No, and that is
the
not.
The email
not
came in yesterday, and it was like, "These are places our customers are traveling." Well, yeah, because they needed to go there. Like,
this is unbelievable.
I don't go.
Guys,
oh, shit, I better get onto 13 Cabs, and because someone wanted to go to Penrith.
13 Cabs. Where are you going to? I don't know. What's good? What would you recommend? Any specials? What are today's specials? Artarmon. Sounds good. What's over there? A lot of car repair places? Yeah, all right. Well, let's start with that, and then we'll see if we're still hungry for more trip.
And what I love about it, it's clearly someone has to come up with what are we sending?
Something.
What are we sending out to everybody who has subscribed to the app? I'm like, we could put in what other people are going.
We could give them FOMO. Here's one I've been getting. There's a company called Worldview, And Worldview is a startup that I reckon I investigated 5 years ago.
Yep.
I don't think this company I don't think they've had a test flight yet. Essentially, this is pre-Bezos, like Branson going into space 5-6 years ago. They've made a capsule, kind of like a sealed up capsule, like you might see it go to the bottom of the ocean, and it can take about 5 or 6 people in it, and you put they put huge balloons on it. It goes into space. So their idea is like, we're going to helium you out to space. Wow. American company.
Yeah.
And I think it was back in radio show days where I was like, maybe you and I could go and do this.
Yeah.
I signed up curiously once. They keep me abreast, like on an almost daily basis, of where the testing's at. They've got a new CFO. They're thinking about maybe moving their test site to Nevada. Like, they treat me like I'm one of their head scientists with the amount of information I have coming in. I know more about Worldview than I do about like 95% of my family. Because there's like nowhere near, way more than my dad. Like,
they're still going ahead. Surely if they haven't sorted it out by now
that's what I think.
Yeah.
And it feels like they've pivoted a few times.
Yeah.
Maybe now it's just like, state view. We're not going as high. Ando, a service that we've opened up on the show is to address a specific problem in this email-heavy world.
Yeah.
The situation is we all wake up in the morning and there's 5,000 emails from companies who we probably have given our email address to, or they have our email address. We've named the segment verbal unsubscribe because this is a message to companies, not to say, hey, I clicked unsubscribe and you've broken the law and you haven't unsubscribed me. Not that they haven't honored the unsubscribe, more to the fact that, hey, why did you even, I shouldn't have even been on the mailing list in the first place. Like, what made you think that I would want to hear from you again? I think that's the message we're trying to get across. Like, why, if I bought a foam yoga block, which I did, because for one hot minute during lockdown, I thought I was going to do home yoga. And they said, if you're going to do it, get a block to put under your bum if you're not flexible. So you don't have to go all the way down for poses. I did my bit. And I bought the yoga block.
You don't hear from them weekly.
I'm obviously not going to need a weekly yoga block. I don't even use the one I have. I sometimes use it to throw through the kids' pillow forts. It's a bomb. But that's all it gets used for. No one's using a weekly yoga block.
Yeah.
So we started verbal unsubscribe. If you're in this situation, what company are there would you like the message to get through to that you do not need to get correspondence from them ever again? And it didn't need to begin in the first place.
Yes. Ahoy to you, Georgia. Or Georgie, sorry.
Ahoy, boys. How are we?
Yeah.
Ahoy, Georgie. Who's the company you need to verbally unsubscribe from?
I would like to verbally unsubscribe from the Sea to Summit company. I went to a screening of Banff Film Festival and had to scan a QR code to win some prizes and just been getting daily emails.
I've got a conflict of interest here, Ando, because as someone that enjoys camping gear and camps regularly when allowed to, by restrictions. Unfortunately, I've missed out dozens of camping trips this year. Sea to Summit make some pretty good outdoor wear, don't they, George? I mean, they're up there with some of the best, like dry bags and tents and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. We do a bit of camping ourselves, but
me too.
Sort of the.
You go to a mate's house and you pitch in the backyard, mate.
It was very windy.
It's not camping.
Might I alert you? Extraordinarily windy. No, I've got a few Sea to Summit dry bags.
So Georgie, you never even though bought something from there, you just signed up to them because you wanted to win some prizes at a film festival.
Yeah, correct. Didn't even win a prize.
No, and like you said, if it was the Banff Film Festival, which is in Canada, that's got to be at least 2 years ago, unless you're one of the very lucky people.
Yeah, I went to a screening in Darwin this year.
Oh, sorry. Did you say Banff?
Yeah, it's a screening of the Banff Film Festival.
Oh, okay.
No, it must be nice to go to Canada.
Yeah, it must be very nice. Must be nice to have people think you went to Canada. Sorry, guys. Apologies. Just got back from the Venice Film Festival.
Oh, wow. How was it?
Screening party in my garage.
Thank you, Georgie.
Good one, George. Having said that, if Sea to Summit are listening, I, for one, am a fan of your products.
Let's see if it works.
I think it will.
Andrew, ahoy to you, mate. Verbal unsubscribe.
Ahoy, boys. Yeah, I've got one for the Woody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a juicy one.
Hoodies, they were when you're on the couch, kind of a whole body hooded blanket, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's exactly right. Yeah.
Andrew, you would have got one of them, I imagine, or at least perused.
Yeah, so I bought my partner Jessica one, and she absolutely loves it. And it's a great product, and I'm not shooting that down at all.
But you don't need... What kind of updates are they giving you?
Oh, so no sooner than hours after the purchase, they were offering me like percentages off another one. And I was like, no, I am suffice with the one I have.
Yep.
And then went through a winter, absolutely barraged with special offers and buy one for this person, buy one for that person. I thought, I'll just get through the winter. I'll survive the winter. As soon as we got out of winter, what did they bring out? The summer hoodie.
They were aware. They were surviving winter too. They were just gearing up for another assault.
It's like more of a sheet,
I suppose, or a fly wire one, a net.
Well, survived the first wave, wasn't prepared for the second wave. Now I'm in it for the long haul.
And they'll get you. And I get the impression, I might be being unfair here, and I agree. I've used an hoodie, nothing against the product.
You don't have to qualify because anything that anyone talks about, Haim, you've probably bought or used.
I have one. You get the vibe that the quirkier the company thinks they are, the more often they think you want to hear from them. Like, we're mates more than just, hey, once you wanted a blanket and we sold it to you. It's an interesting one. Okay, no,
thank you, Andrew.
Totally done. Can I throw one in here to Ando? Any level of survey.
Yeah, no,
who's fallen for the survey?
I'm not doing it.
Winning appliances. I can't be bothered clicking on this, but if you're listening, I bought a microwave off you. Yeah. I am not interested in going in depth into how my experience was. It was exactly as I hoped it would be. The microwave I bought online turned up at the house, and I plugged it in, and it heats up soups and rice. Like, I don't know what else you want me to tell you, that I was down in the dumps until you guys came along, and I never knew that this magic cupboard could inject heat into food, and you've changed my life, and far out. Like, how can I repay you? Like, you guys, I mean, I sort of see you now as my spiritual leaders. Yeah. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. But it was fine. It was probably longer than expected for delivery, but
they'll be listening.
That's COVID.
They'll take that on board. Michael, ahoy to you.
Ahoy, boys. Happy birthday, Andy.
No need.
Very good, boy.
You've got a verbal unsubscribe for us?
Yeah, so for the last 6 months or so, I've been getting weekly updates on Dreamworld on the Gold Coast and how they're doing and what they've got going on over there. So they've had their Halloween event, the Spring Festival, all those, and trying to get me to sign up for the annual pass.
Where are you, Michael?
Nice. I'm in the ACT at the moment, so we've been in lockdown for 7-8 weeks.
Just at the moment too, we know things, towards the end of the year, of course, over summer, we're all hoping, bing, bang, boom, you're traveling in the regions, you're traveling interstate. But if you were one of those companies that perhaps has enjoyed more freedoms than other states, you'd put a little filter on, especially through the Septembers and Octobers, just to go, I don't reckon we send Victorians shots of us having a pool party. I just don't think we do it.
Is it fair to say, and maybe I'm wrong here, but unless you live in the state, I don't need a yearly pass.
Exactly.
It'd be a phenomenal amount of holidays you're taking to Queensland. I agree. Unless you were nearby within an hour's drive, you do not need a yearly pass.
So there's
although I know the way they structure the yearly pass. Perhaps you have a bit of info on this, Mike, because you've seen the offers regularly. Legoland in Melbourne, for instance, it's cheaper to buy an annual pass. This is when, I used to go there a lot with the kids. Cheaper to buy an annual pass than 2 individual visits. So it's basically like, if you're going to come again this year,
just do it.
Let us catch you.
Yep.
I mean, I haven't been there for 5 years, Hamish. I have no idea how much it costs.
Yeah, right. You need the decade. You need the decade pass, don't you? You buy this, you're covered through the roaring 20s, the wet 20s.